Hey, what's up, guys? Bar911970 thought I'd make one more video before I start my day. You can already see that the average people in the general public are already panicking about this. Um, People are, I can't say ignorant, maybe that is the term, maybe they're naive, or maybe the best word is uninformed, but they're starting to listen to what other people are saying, starting to create panic and fear, and this is exactly falling in the hands of the government and what they want. It's going to be a lot easier to control people if they don't know what's going on, they're uninformed, they're hearing rumors from people posting on their Facebook and Twitter accounts, and then all of a sudden the government's going to come in and save the day. So the media and the government are going to totally take advantage of the situation and the people's inability to actually research stuff. And you can already see that this is brewing up for something interesting. What that is, I don't know. But this concerns me as far as the fact of the general public and their inability to actually research stuff and just believe whatever is even posted on a Facebook account. I mean, I'm looking at some of the posts on my Facebook account, and people are saying the same thing. Oh, we're scared and we're angry, and why is this happening? And nobody wants to research it and actually figure that out. I post stuff on my Facebook almost every day, only for it to be ignored every time. So these very same people, if there is some kind of economic collapse, and I hope there isn't, but it's not looking good. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. Majority of people are going to sit there and say, oh, this is a surprise. How did this happen? I thought everything was well. Well, that's because if you put your trust in people that constantly are caught lying and stealing from us, which is our governments throughout the world, and you place your faith on corrupt systems, well, whose fault is it if you get burned? I mean, if I don't care how good somebody convinced somebody that jumping off a bridge, you'll be fine, you'll be famous, you'll make lots of money, it won't hurt you, I promise you, I do this. If you're dumb enough to believe it and jump off that bridge, well, first of all, who's going to get hurt? The person who convinced you to do it or you? It doesn't matter what they sell you and what they say to you. Actions speak louder than words. And you can't have somebody convince you to jump off a bridge and you fall and you injure yourself and you can't say, oh, well, that person made me do it. No, it was your choice. So that's the same thing with what's going on with the government. This government shutdown is going to create a lot of fear, a lot of panic, and a lot of pressure on the people that in the government that actually maybe even trying to help, the people like the Tea Party, who might have been trying to get information out there and try and help us from what they see Obamacare really is, for example. And as a matter of fact, that's one of the main reasons why for this government shutdown. And we can't just keep borrowing money. Because how are you a wealthy person, a wealthy nation, a wealthy business, whatever, if all you do is continue to pay your debt by borrowing more money? That is not wealth. And that's how we get fooled. Like when we had the supposedly economic boom in the 90s, there was no boom. You just had extended credit. If you got in the mail tomorrow a $1 million credit card where it had $1 million worth of credit, you're going to spend like crazy. But were you given any money? No, you were given the ability to purchase through credit, which is debt, which means not only do you have to pay it back, you have to pay back plus interest. So just imagine if you max out that $1 million credit card and you make $40,000 a year. How are you paying for it? And let's say they give you another $1 million credit card. All of a sudden you think, oh, well, I'm back in the program. Instead of, not using it and realizing I got to pay off my first debt, you go on another spending spree. They create this pattern, and that's why people keep falling for the same thing over and over again. So how people are putting their trust in a corrupt system which lies to us over and over again. I mean, just look at something like, for example, Fast and Furious. I guarantee you, if you talk to a work buddy who doesn't research this stuff, and you say the word Operation Fast and Furious, they're going to think you mean about that movie, about the race car drivers. They don't have any clue. So until people start researching and realize that we, the people, have the ability to make change, we're going to fall into their trap every single time. So instead of being panicking in fear, try and educate your friends and family. Try and get them to understand what's really going on. That doesn't mean just sharing my video or liking my video, and I appreciate if you do either anyway. Make your own. Spread the information. But it's because of the fact that the government knows how to use emotion to control people. It works every time, and it's going to work this time unless we all decide this is it. It's time to make the change. It's time we stop fearing the government and the government start fearing us, because that's when real change is made. Thanks for watching. Peace.